Look, I'm with the desk. I'm with Blay, I should say. This feels like a massive gift over to Furia. Yeah, Mongolz has a great win rate on this map, but Furia's played this in every single series, and every single best of one has been played on Nuke. They're going to be comfortable, and they're going to be confident, and they know what's going on.
And they're certainly warmed up already. characterized with that first headshot. Skull's coming in to respond, and it's Furia up 2 players as they pop into this upper site. Senzu does what he can towards the back of the bomb site, but it's just too effective from Furia. Zinho comes in from heaven. One nice headshot, couldn't quite follow up, and Furia come crashing through that upper bomb site.
I feel like, and that's kind of a good point, because he did struggle a lot in Na'Vi to find like some momentum, especially in the first half, so I'm wondering if that alt pickup was like just the sense that he's having a rough game on the rifle, or if it's actually a design that they want to actually go for. There's Techno, another opening from K-Serrato through the squeak doors. Techno gets aggressive, and an early 5-on-4 advantage, although K-Serrato's got to swap out to the MAC-10 now with only 3 HP.
Smoke will keep these Furia players at bay for the time being, but that smoke will soon start to fade away. Zinho starts to find himself in a powerful position to deal with this ramp threat. He'll head a little closer. Utility coming over the top, dodges that flash and realizes there's an onslaught of players coming towards him, so he decides to not stand and fight, instead drop down into lower and hope that they come in towards him here.
And Furia loved their ramp room hits yesterday into the lower bomb site as well. They really kind of focused on it against Na'Vi, and again, you put him in a situation where Mongolz doesn't have a whole lot of time to prepare and watch back some of these games. Zinho might have a really big game and be tested quite frequently on this map.
Well, here he is up first. 50 seconds still.
He's alone.
Plenty of time for Furia to be composed in dealing with Zinho. Multi-kill would be massive for him. And here they come, charging into the young Mongolian. He'll step up with a double. That's a lot of work done for Zinho. He gets damage off on Cello, and now the rotation to that lower bomb site can start to be considered, but there's no plant yet for Furia. Senzu, he's in a position here, if he waits long enough, he can get a 1v1 fight against Skulls, and there's still a player coming through ramp. That's characterized, low on health, who needs to try and get in behind Senzu, but his teammate now gone. characterized left with 3 health, and a 1v3 ahead of him with 15 seconds left on the clock. Time is not his friend, and he's got 1 kill, but again, 10 seconds left to get into the site. It's just too many problems.
I was going to say,
grab an AK and get out of there.
Yeah, probably just wants to save that at the end of the day. No real chance of getting into it. Unfortunately, after his opening brought so low, he couldn't really find a way to get involved in the action of that round. Furia never felt like they had the comfort of... Yeah, they really are. And I think one of the fun things about it is, like, if you look at it as if you want to split the year up into 2 seasons, right? The whole first half of this year, the first season, was the emergence of Mongolz, and the surprise at how good they've been looking and how much progress they've been making. So now you go into the second half of the season, and it's like, how much can they build upon this? How dangerous can they break into the top 10? Can they break into the top 5? Can we consider them a title contender at some point? And that's going to be the story of Mongolz trying to really establish themselves as an extremely dangerous team in this scene. I think a lot of...
across every player here for Furia. Let's see what 9-10 can do on the CT side. Yet to get a kill so far on Nuke. But once he gets that primary choice weapon in his hands, he can be very effective.
Sees the first smoke come up. Now the second is going to plume and obscure his vision. Look at Yuri trying to step in front of it. Smoke is broken open. Nothing available for 9-10. And now, a second one coming. That might be the chance, and he just couldn't spot the legs.
That smoke just about protects Furia. There was whispers still in the air. And the Furia players get down into the lower bomb site. Zinho rotating through. Breaks open that window. No one from Furia close enough yet, but they are coming. Cello and Fallen close by. That bomb runs with no gun in his hand. Fallen goes down. Good dink from Zinho, but he's taken out by Skulls. And a 4v3 with plenty of time left here. Furia put that bomb down in the site, and it's going to be a retake. But characterized once again damaged up and taken out by Senzu. And now it's a 4v2 for this retake, and Mongolz have got the time to go for it. Cello looks away at the wrong time, and that killer instinct of Techno to come in on his own and make that individual play forward. Mongolz take back the B-bomb.
Now that he's going to have to be a little bit more selective with how he positions himself.
Let's see what the Mongolz have in mind. Techno going back to his standard position. Upper bomb side, but 9-10 just scanning outside. Not spotting too much. He goes back into the peak at Silo. Yuri's currently occupying that. Senzu's down early to characterized, who just really isn't slowing down. 9-3. What a start he's had here on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah, he's been challenging towards that door almost every single round. And that's what 3 openings we've seen out of him, maybe even 4 if you go back to the pistol. He's been a beast so far for Furia, getting things started. And now comes that ramp walk, and here's that AWP on Zinho.
Oh, Caserato, he starts to join Mazinho. Oh. He's going to attack in towards him, and Mazinho's sniper strikes on a Cello, takes him out, goes for the second on towards Skulls. And he can't land it, but he's stuck in behind this big box, and he goes out for the peek. It's a maneuver he had to make because the fire was eliminating his current position, but that secondary sniper of 910 lies in wait. Now the fight on Blitz and Yuri. It's coming through main. It's going to be Blitz on top of that fight. 3v3 with 45 seconds remaining, and that upper site, it looks tantalizing here to Furia, but there's still some utility to slow it down. And Techno forced out of his comfortable spot, and Caserato keeps on chopping through this defense. It's another follow-up from Caserato. 3 kills in this round, and 910, he can't do anything about this. Furia have the upper site, and Furia have a tied game.
Caserato literally resurrecting Furia. He is doing all the work round after round. This is a disgusting performance from Caserato here on Nuke against Mongolz. And
Fallen looked quite easily composed, that just talking down the line.
Now's the time for 910.
Possible. 910 needs to get on the board at this point. He's committed outside. He's going for this early fight, trying to take them down. Off Silo finally will strike on to Fallen, but he's in a position that he can't fall back from. And because so many players in Furia are just full of confidence right now, fights are going down all across the map, and Furia are coming out on top of them. It is Mazinho and Techno 4K left against 4 players of Furia, and the T side have so much space and so much time to play with.
Caserato's in the flow state right now. He's feeling this game and reading his timing so very well. He's taken advantage of all that chaos outside. 2 kills for Furia, and just slides through the mini smoke. Most of this half we've seen him aggressively spamming, aggressively kind of swinging for fights over a door. This time he just kind of lurks out. A different style, and Mongolz isn't prepared for it. And Mazinho and Techno, they just have to save the rifles. No other option as the upper bomb site is compromised and lost. And now Furia ensures themselves at least 7 rounds going into the second half.
Right now looking like it is going to be 8 rounds, just with how easy these last few have been for Furia. Just so much speed at the start of these rounds, and Furia winning every duel they're taking. It's been a long day of best of ones. It all comes down to this final matchup. The winner will advance.
This is a stud. 15-3. This is Pete Caserato just destroying Mongolz.
Well, the boost was just about set up in time here. Cello not able to make anything of it, though, as Mongolz attacking the ramp quite swiftly. It's a 3v2. Headshot from Yuri making it so. And 1 minute 30 seconds left as Mongolz send 1 player down the ramp, but the bomb is the most important one. Techno taking Caserato out of the equation, and Mongolz needed the pistol win. They've certainly got it, so 8-5.
Work from 910.
Sensu's only got a USP, predicting the kind of situation over for Fury that they've currently got with lack of head armor. He can wield that USP to devastating effect. The Mongolz walking dry outside with utility, but that shot from Yuri connects. It's down to 6 HP for 910. He gets 1 before he gets put in the grave. 2 players up for Furia. Shortly, it'll be none. As Techno turns back with a big headshot. And Yuri's left in a 1v4, Deeg in hand. And he's getting wrapped.
Good movement, though, to stay hidden, to kind of wheel your way. 1 more kill would be about all you're going to get, and he's missed the chance. It's done now. 8-7. Mongolz have brought it within 1 before Furia smoke to block things off and buy him some time to be mobile around the map. But the double op setup, something that obviously Furia really likes on this defensive side.
Cello wasn't always hitting shots to the AWP, but his sheer presence was enough to delay Na'Vi in a lot of rounds yesterday. The smoke up cancels out any Mongolz aggression towards him at the moment. Falling with an advanced position. He's got that scope deep and hot.
And while Furia saying everything inside is quiet and there's no presence there, Yuri's taken the opportunity to move through secret at the moment. He's going to be at stairs. No smoke wall set up just yet. Caserato blowing open a smoke just to try and gather information, but Yuri's going to bide his time. There is flashbangs on Fallen and Skulls are the only 2 who can set Yuri up if he wants it.
That Molotov has forced Yuri away from secret, further and further down into the lower bomb site. And now Mongolz have space to play with under a minute left in this round. Yuri breaking open the windows, or rather the double doors. Creating a hole for his vision.
It allows him to spot, obviously, and then let him fall back, close the doors, and Mongolz might not expect that hole to be there. Give him another angle to fight out. There's Cello's AWP ringing out on the map for the opening kill of round 16. And the rest of Mongolz moving towards Secret, but wonderful job delaying by Yuri. All the utility dumped has brought this down to 25 seconds left.
Player deficit for Mongolz. They know if they can get into the bomb site, they've got a great chance of closing this one, but Yuri is doing so well right now, delaying them with utility, now with bullets. Mazinho out of there.
Round's done, saved.
Blows open that door, and they don't have the time to get into the site any longer. They're going for kills, and they're certainly leaping into what's the last second, and now they do have time, thanks to a last-ditch effort, a last push forward, and that bomb plant denied by Mongolz. If he just stays alive, he's won the round with a second to spare, and that is 9 rounds.
Pulling these rounds in their favor. So 3 AK-47s, a Galil, and a Tech 9 for Mazinho.
What's the call here for Mongolz? Are they going to accelerate it? Certainly looks like it. They're going to be charging it towards Cello, but perhaps predicting him to have a weaker weapon. He does pretty well considering he only had an SMG, a kill, and dropping Senzu to 1 health. But Mongolz ain't stopping. They're going into this lower bomb site. characterized has been much quieter in the second half than he has been in the first, and he's ready to strike this time, charging out a decon. Second kill locked in for characterized, and finally his fangs are blunted by Blitz. That plant is now confirmed, and Mongolz into the 2v3. It was such a risk to throw everything into this and fight for their tournament life, and now if they can close out this 2v3, the risk will pay off. But Blitz is down, Techno will follow, and Furia push forward to 11. It is getting increasingly likely now that the Brazilians will be knocking Mongolz out. They are in a great position on Nuke.
And obviously, like, the double kill from characterized is huge. Characterized was, what, 15-3 at half?
Yeah. And
4 kills so far in this second half. Now, they haven't...
One of them was pretty impactful, a couple of them, on that lower bomb site. Overall, yeah, it's been much quieter here. (9-10) on the other hand.
Yeah, he's heated up in the second half. He's the other direction.
Two sides to the story.
All right, slow-paced round from Mongolz. Minute and 22 seconds left. There's 1 round of utility towards that upper bomb site. Counter nades go out. Now, do they commit? Is this just a double pump? Do they want to fall away or force the issue? They're going to force it right into Hut.
Oh my god, okay, the FAMAS, some call it a weakness. Skull sees it as a strength as he just keeps going, switches to that AK, and Mongolz broken apart. Skulls just stops them, and Cello now defending ramp. It is a damaged 9-10 with Yuri waiting in lobby. Bomb is down right in front of him. And 9-10 has the impossible task of getting anywhere near that bomb. Big shot onto Skulls.
Yeah, but you got nowhere to go. Boxed in. Got to fight your way out. Oh!
That Deagle got back. If he had taken that shot, well, that would have taken my breath. I think Senzu's going to be very frustrated he didn't get that kill back.
I think that's going to be around when they review it, Mongolz. After this, they just say, man, we shouldn't have double pumped that. We should have just called this off when the counter util came in. And now on the back foot, 5-on-4 in the favor of Furia, on the verge of eliminating the Mongols from the Esports World Cup.
A brutal day with only 1 winner throughout the best of ones. Cello chimes in. That secondary sniper is proving to be incredibly effective. And this has been a battle that has raged on from 2023 into 2024. The Mongols always having the better of Furia every time they meet each other at events. It doesn't happen that often, but it happens at the big ones. It happens at Cologne, Katowice, and now here at the Esports World Cup. And finally, Furia look like they're about to best the Mongols. Only 3 players away. 2 down in the vent. 1 cutting off rotations, and Techno lurking on the upper bomb side at door. But there's just so many options here for Furia. And it might be the ops to get the job done.
Well, Fallen's just giving away a sound cue, which you can't be super happy about. Remember, we've seen Furia almost give away a couple big advantage rounds that they've had. Noise coming out from the Mongols, and here comes the execute out the windows.
Cello just waiting.
It's 2 ops
down on this lower bomb site. Cello chimes in, and he goes for 9-10, but he can't stop him. And now 9-10 is in a clutch that he can possibly win. Bomb goes down in the site. Furia doubled up together. Oh, doors swing wide open. 9-10 unable to sink the shot, and it is a sinking ship for Mongolz.